This is why your aim sucks. There was a common term in FPS games. No, actually, for any FPS games, we must aim the target with our mouse. And that's of course applied to any tactical shooter game, such as Valorant. But there was actually the common problem that we face. How to actually aim the target? What's the difference between us, regular player, and the pro player? And how to get good or godlike aim? So let's break down this problem one by one. Alright, so the first thing is how to actually aim the target. It was very common to a person who just playing any FPS games to ask a question how to actually aim the target, which is very amusing because aiming is really simple. You just have to adjust your mouse control to do the moving target in game. Simple, right? But to gain this simplicity, you need to know the mechanics, especially tactical shooter FPS like Valorant. Well, we will discuss this on another video covering each mechanics that you need to know while playing Valorant. But while aiming in this video, covering how to actually know your stance, perfect but very comfortable to control and crosshair placement in this game. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna talk about is sensitivity. So if you're wondering, what was your sense? You need to master aiming, you need to actually figure it out and train with it. I mean, there was no exact guide for sensitivity because each gear for a person using and your response time will be different, so you have to try to define what you are going to use. Height sense or low sense. Height sense allow you to gain better flicks and micro adjustment to your aim, while low sense give you more controllable and better stability. And feel free to choose based what you want to play, because no matter what, you need to know the feelings of the sensitivity and train them to gain muscle memory of each map. To train them in Valorant, you have to know two things. First is crosshair placement and tracking, which already covered micro adjustment. For crosshair placement, please hit that match and just try to remember the layout of each map. So you are playing not gaining for kills, but to make yourself know the default position of the enemy is picking or shooting. For tracking, the easiest way is to go into the practice range, hit bot, and try to moving while keeping your crosshair in the head of the bot. Just walk or running on the circle left and right, or maybe while jumping around with Ray Satchel or Jet Updraft. Because when you are trying to fix your tracking, your eye movement and mouse control will be adjusting. The point is, be slowly first. Remember, accuratization is better than speed. Alright, now we're gonna move to crosshair placement. Have you ever hit an insane flex clip or maybe see the other's video, which maybe do 360 flicks or insane one-tap flicks? So let me ask you this. How often you get a moment like that? Did you win the round you should have? Let me assure you here. Having a good crosshair placement when playing is 100% better than trying to do insane flicks in the entire game. Even because T protocols mechanics sometimes pre-aiming the angle should be the optimal way to get the free kills. To gain good crosshair placement, you also should know the distance between enemy angle and your angle. To do a crosshair placement, you also should know when the enemy should be peeking or using abilities, which is aims naturally with your game sense as much as you play this game. The point is, experience and try the mechanic is to winning the round you should as much as you can. If you cannot handle your aim with Raze or Jet at first, maybe playing Arena or ISO is a good option. Remember, there was no actual rules when displaying games, but there's a certain agent meta for the map, and as long as you get the round, none of that matters as if you get the round. So hit that match and choose the play you want. What's the difference between us and pro player, you may ask? Alright, first thing first, you need to know because each pro player have an equipment better than you and practice this game more than anyone else do. I mean, in the mechanical sides and gear, first, let's talk about the gear. Even though the game itself is free, there was a latency difference between gear. Take example of wooden keyboard. The latency bounce back is already on different level than regular keyboard itself. But should I buy wooden? Okay, that's entirely on you. If you afford it, maybe yes. But regular keyboard is also just good. Even though sensor and monitor is affecting your gameplay, the one who play in 360 Hz actually have advantage than the one who play on 60 Hz. But can we play on 60 Hz properly? Yes, you can. Adjust your play on Copy Pro setup or Pro Play. Count your disadvantage and advantage. Why? Each pro player count his play to gain value to winning the match. Even the gear they choose is like battle gear for them, which very comfortable for them. They practice for many hours to just know about picking and winning gunfight. So stop comparing yourself, because the definition itself will be different. This is just a game. Yes, a game. But sometimes choosing what you need to do is better than following others. Even having fun or trolling with it, right? So let's go to the point. How to get godlike aim. There are many videos to actually guide and bring you information how to get godlike aim. But ultimately, you have to practice based on your current condition, because your problems may be different from others. There are many issues such as tracking, micro adjustment, sense that actually suits you, mouse grip, or maybe eye-hand coordination, or maybe even like your hardware like mousepad surface, or your own mouse is not suitable for gaming. So always click your thought and take a review for each mistake you take. For aim training, I don't always recommend you using AimLab for starter. Truthfully, it's very boring and tiring for your eye. The point using AimLab is for build good muscle memory of your hand for clicking the target. So what you have to do first is slowly using practice range on Valorant in EasyBlock, training and strafe. Don't take hard note and rub away your motivation away. The point is to trick your brain and hand to make it thinking that you want more and more to improve. Accuracy better than speed. Believe that. If you master accuracy first, speed will come along with your gameplay because you used to aim. For tracking, I recommend you to walk or run in circle and aim for the bot head. Remember, slow and steady. Maybe playing another game like Overwatch or Martial Rifles. So you have to see all the map and target at the same time and shoot. But if you're more comfortable to do aim lab, it's your choice. For mouse sensor and mousepad, just buy the one you can use for comfortables too. There are many options like paracord for the gaming mousepad, control mousepad, latest sensor PAL 3395, or maybe hero sensor on early Logitech. But as long as you can control your mouse, for real, it does not really matter. It's different for competition though. For mouse grip, I recommend you to do the grip you can control. For instance, when I am aiming, I used to do claw grip, but sometimes for micro adjustment, I shift the grip to the fingertips so I can fast and accurate move the mouse. And for the positioning of the hand, don't think it too hard, or maybe you must do something like tilting your keyboard 90 degrees, because as long as you can play with it, that's it. The more you play the game, the more you excel in the game. The point is, try to learn and review the game you play and mechanics. So yeah, this is it for today's video. Thanks for watching and don't forget to support me. Like if the information is useful, follow for more content like this in the future, and share to your friend who did this. Subscribe to my channel and just slide into my social if you wanna ask something directly. Thanks.